Hello, everyone. Once again, Pairfect, the lifestyle online show, comes your way from the Daily Tribune studios in Makati City. I'm Dinah Ventura, your host, welcoming you to this week's episode. Joining us today is one of the leading names in Philippine fashion design. He's the president of the FDCP, or Fashion Design Council of the Philippines. I'm very happy to welcome JC Buendia.
Hello,
Hi,
Dean.
JC. Finally, you made it to our show. So, how have you been this past months?
It's been very busy
Uh-huh.
since last year.
Okay,
Um,
because
no, there are events are back, and
oo nga, so you're very busy making
mhm,
clothes na naman for people.
yeah.
Okay. Was it is it busier before pandemic or af
Uh,
during or ano?
I, I could say it's even busier.
Shucks. Okay.
Yeah,
Parang revenge, ano, no? Revenge party season.
revenge partying.
Anyway, so let's talk about your latest project.
Mhm,
So Ballet Philippines is coming out this March with a show called Limang Daan,
mhm.
and you're doing the costume design.
Yes.
I hear, wow. So is this your first foray into the ballet, into the world of ballet?
Yes, this is
Mm-hmm.
the first time I'm designing costumes for a ballet.
Mm-hmm.
Though I've designed before
Mm-hmm.
for stage, it
Okay.
was a musical play by Floyd Quintos
I
called
see.
Lives. But with ballet, it's different. There are technical challenges
Oh,
because
okay.
you're dressing up dancers with
Mm-hmm.
big movements.
Okay.
So you have to
Mm-hmm.
find the right fabric
Mm-hmm.
and um, um, make the clothes fit well, yet make it
Move up
comfortable for the dancers to
to
move in.
move.
Yeah.
Oo nga. So, are you in close collaboration with the dancers in that sense?
Yes, I'm in close collaboration with Misha, the
Mm-hmm.
choreographer,
Mm-hmm.
and also I've met with the dancers several
Mm-hmm.
times.
So you know what they require for
Mhm,
costume.
yeah.
Okay. When did you start with this project?
It was offered to me late last year,
Okay.
and I immediately said yes.
Okay. No, no, ano na.
Yeah, I
No
felt it
doubts.
was something I wanted to do.
Okay. Because I hear are you a fan of the ballet?
Yeah, since I was a child, I was fascinated with ballet.
Okay.
Um, remember those Lady Bird books?
Books.
I bought a little Lady Bird book
Mm.
from National Bookstore with
Uh-huh.
my allowance,
Okay.
my baon, and it was called ballet, a book on ballet, and
Mm-hmm.
secretly I was studying the positions.
Magiging, ano ka, were you planning
I
to
guess
be a dancer or something?
parang deep inside, I wanted to
To be a
to perform
Ay,
ballet.
wow. Okay. How old were you then?
I probably grade two.
Okay. And then what
So,
happened?
well, um, I was dancing in the shower.
Galing naman. Di ko
So,
ma-imagine, JC.
so one time,
Hmm.
I hit my foot in the faucet.
Oh, wow. Ouch.
So till now, I
Uh,
have a round scar in
the mark of
on my
your...
foot. No, but then in high school, I started
Mm.
reading, and then um, I read Scruples, and
Okay.
that's what got me into fashion design. And that's when I realized what I wanted to be was to become a fashion designer.
Sorry about that. So high school na when it became like a passion for you
Y- Uh, to
to get
design,
into, yeah.
yes, because I didn't have any idea what fashion design was. Um, we're, we're all boys in the family. Um, so
Ilan kayo?
we were four boys. So I didn't have any idea what a fashion designer was until I read Scruples, and then I read the autobiography of Yves Saint Laurent, and I was so inspired by his story that he became a fashion designer at 17. So that
So you wanted that same path.
yeah, I was dreaming of the same path, but
So you were in high school at the time. So did that influence your choice of course to take in college?
yes, very much. During senior high, we were given a tour of the colleges, and well, my parents wanted me to be a doctor because I
Okay.
was the most studious among my
Your
brothers.
siblings.
Yeah,
Talaga. Pang ilan ka?
I'm the eldest. And we're a family of doctors, so each family has to have a
A
doctor.
doctor. Oh. So ikaw
So,
yung first one.
yeah.
What happened?
Well, I don't know. I couldn't stand the smell
Antiseptic.
of the medicine building.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I begged my mom that
Let me go. Free me.
that I cannot do it, and they allowed me to follow my dream. But
Nice.
I had to finish a college course,
Oh,
so I took up fine arts in
okay.
UST.
Close enough.
Yeah, because back then there weren't really any fashion
Fashion
schools
courses. Oo
like
nga.
now. So that was, well, I enjoyed fine arts. College was a breeze because I liked all our subjects. I liked history of art,
Enjoy ka talaga sa...
freehand drawing.
Oo nga.
Yeah.
You've done, di ba may artworks kaya? I know you draw. You
I,
make.
I paint.
Ah, do you have...
During the pandemic, I had the time to paint. So, well, I'm keeping them, and hopefully,
Mag-exhibit tayo.
hopefully I can have an exhibit.
Yeah, how many pieces did you end up
I
making?
ended up doing 5, but
Big ones.
I want to do, no, very small ones, but I want to do more before I could have an
Exhibit.
exhibit.
Sige, JC, something to look forward to. Something new na naman from you, ah. So, going back, ito new, this one, the
Yeah.
costume design work, di ba?
Mhm.
So, you immediately accepted the job, but that was just last year, and the show is already in March.
Yes.
Do you have enough time to finish? How many pieces are we talking about here?
Well, we're talking about a lot of pieces because I'm also doing, the cast.
Oo nga,
I'm,
exactly. How many, di ba,
well,
like for
there
me,
are
when,
5 main characters, but I wanted to have full control of the look of the costume. So,
oh yeah, I want to get into that. Like, anong look pa yung in-imagine mo? What was your initial idea for this show? Limang Daan, like, it's the story of the Filipina over 500 years, di ba? To me, it sounds massive. Like, a major visual undertaking. So, ano yung immediate naman? Kwentuhan mo naman ako.
oh, of course, I immediately thought of Maria Clara. So, I've always been fascinated by her character. So, I was excited to do her costume. But to interpret it for ballet, it's something else. So, I had to imagine myself in a darkened theater, and I was trying to imagine how the fabrics would look under the stage lights. So I was playing a lot with layering of transparent fabrics because uh, you know, to, I wanted light to pass through the fabrics,
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying.
yeah.
Oh, so, but that's basically naman, di ba, pag ballet, it's really very light and airy yung mga fabrics doon.
Um,
Like, di ba yung mga tutu?
yeah, yeah. But with this one,
You wanted something made...
no, because the characters are, parang they sort of time travel from the time of the Babaylands to present day New York. So it's so I had to design clothes that can, you know, travel from.
Yeah, yung parang traverse the
Mhm,
time changes, you're
mhm,
saying, and then, oo nga, tapos parang may symbolism din yan, ano, yung movement.
mhm.
That,
So it's
so what did you
it
end
was
up choosing? Anong klaseng fabric yun?
well, I used a lot of organdy and organza, so transparent fabrics.
Okay.
Um, it's not classical ballet, so there aren't any
Rules.
tutus.
Oo nga.
So,
Basta
but
soft and, ano,
but there are
flowy.
like costumes for you can't really veer away from, like nuns and
Oo nga, sa bagay.
and the Spanish conquistadors.
Ang daming characters. Ano ba yan? And then, so, like, what about color palette? Did you have an idea also?
Mm,
Like, do you use
um,
that to change time frames or something
I
like that?
used color to define the characters.
Okay.
Like, for example, the babaylan, amihan. So, a babaylan is a non-binary.
Yes.
Um,
Creature. Ganun.
um,
Sorry.
um, was supposed to be like a town healer
Para siyang
or
ano,
oracle.
oo,
And
parang,
so I dressed him up in lilac because lilac is, you know, in
yeah.
between pink and light blue. So I
It's,
dressed I dressed him up in lilac, and then um, of course uh, Maria Clara would be in black and white because um, she's Maria Clara. She has to be pure
pure. Dark and light.
and then there's Gawani, who's a Kalinga woman. Um, and of course, I used their fabrics from the mountain
Okay,
province
yung
there.
traditional nila. Okay. Nice. Can't wait to see it. So, how far are you into the
Um,
design work now?
I still have a lot to do, but right now I'm finishing the nuns because there are quite a lot
Of them.
of them in the cast.
Oh. But when you took on, before you took on the job, and now as you're doing it, did you encounter any challenges na you didn't expect?
Ah, yes, especially with male dancers because take, for example, Ibarra. Um, you know, you're used to doing a well-fitted suit, but it's really different when you're making leaps and lifting
Oo.
and
Oo, no? So, challenge na yun, no?
yeah,
Pinag-iisipan mo talaga yun. Like, what kind of fabric ba? That's the first thing.
yeah, what kind of fabric, how big the armhole should be, those
Oh my God.
details.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. I want to ask you more questions, but for now, let's take a short break.
Okay.
And we're back on Pairfect with JC Buendia. So JC, we were talking about your all the costumes that you have to make for Ballet Philippines, 500. Um, is this something that you enjoy doing compared with your usual um, design jobs?
Yeah, yes. It's seeing my costumes on stage
Uh,
gives me
a different kind of ano.
a different high. It's because I'm a fan of ballet,
Oo
so
nga.
to see them wearing my designs, well, it's such a joy.
I can imagine, no? Parang,
Mm.
and it's all the, anyway. So, excuse me. Excuse. Um, so after this, kasi at the same time, so you have this work doing the costume
Mhm.
for Ballet Philippines, but at the same time you're heading FDCP.
Mhm.
So I want to get into that a little bit. I'm not sure if everybody is familiar with the work of FDCP. So maybe can you share with us what FDCP is about,
Mhm.
and maybe a little bit about its beginnings and how you've
Mhm.
transitioned over the last
Mhm.
almost 40 years.
Well, the Fashion and Design Council of the Philippines was founded by
Mm,
Josie Natori in 1995,
mm,
and the council is primary mission was to make Filipino design global and to
mm,
professionalize the industry.
mm,
So um, since then, FDCP has been spearheading young designers
mm,
competitions, and they would send the winners to Paris to
mm,
compete in Paris for the young designers competition in Paris.
mm.
And we've produced a lot of
Big names,
big
no?
names from that. Georgie Lioren was a grand prize winner.
Wow.
So was Frederick Peralta,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of designers who became finalists in the competition
Mm-hmm.
are big names as well.
Now,
Today, yeah,
today.
like Carrie Santiago.
Mm.
Yeah.
Galing, ah. So you were there from the very beginning.
No, no, I wasn't a founding member. I came in around 2005, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What made you want to become a part of the council?
They invite
Ah, they
designers to
invite.
become members. Mhm.
So, pero yeah, but it's still your decision, di ba?
Mhm.
Why did you want to be
Because
a member?
I wanted to give back to the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I've always felt that one should give back to the industry who's been very,
Good to you.
yeah, very good to me.
Oo nga. But, okay, looking back, let's go back,
Mhm.
further back to when you were starting out.
Mhm.
Diba? So you took up fine arts in college. And then how did you enter the industry? What was your path?
Oh, so after graduating from fine arts, I took up dressmaking lessons from Slims,
Okay.
so
Oo,
that
at that time, siya lang, di ba?
yeah, so that
Oo.
I could understand clothes construction and
Mm-mm,
all.
mm-mm,
I wanted to learn how to
mm-mm. Make it.
yeah, to
Make
make
the
a
clothes.
dress. So
Uh,
um, I took a 6 month course in
mm,
pattern making and dressmaking.
okay.
And after that, I worked with Cesar Gaupo
Ah, my
as his
goodness, I
assistant
remember that.
designer.
Uh-uh.
And it was, um, I should say, um, the renaissance of Philippine fashion,
Mm-hmm.
because that was the time of the Filipino designers group where they had um, Ino Soto, Gang Gomez,
Okay. Giants in the no, no fashion
yeah,
industry.
and I would be backstage witnessing all the clothes being
Mm.
worn by the models in up
Oo.
close. So I learned so much from that time
This
with
was
Cesar.
80s, 90s.
That was the late 80s. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so that was the time when you say Renaissance, that was when Filipino designers were rising up in
Um,
stature.
yeah, because I think um, fashion became stronger because of their group. Um, it was much anticipated
Oo nga. There was this
at the Manila Hotel,
mm-mm.
and before mobile phones, in it was thunderous applause, um, gown after gown. So,
Oh. Oo nga, no? So, you've seen how the industry has changed.
mhm,
'Di ba, from that time when parang na-elevate yung fashion design into something glamorous, 'di
mhm.
ba? And then over the decades, how has it changed?
Um, well, before before the ultimate dream of a fashion designer was to have a gala
Mm-mm.
at the Manila Hotel. But now you can become a star through social media.
That's the major difference now,
Mhm.
no?
Um, it's fashion has, I mean, fashion design has become accessible because of social media. I
Yeah.
mean, who would have imagined that you'd be watching live um, couture shows
Mm-mm.
streaming from Paris?
Oo nga.
While
Instagram lang.
before, when I was just starting, I would have to
Mm.
wait for the reviews on the newspaper.
Oo. Tas really, really read up on the magazines, di
Mhm.
ba? To know what's going on outside
Yes,
the
and then there
country.
was Elsa Clench,
Oo
and
nga.
then well now
Oo.
all the design houses have their accounts on Instagram, and
So
they
it's when you say accessible both for the designer and the client, right? Because
yes, yes.
it
I mean,
why
I mean, um, clients would just have to
mm-hmm.
scroll on their feed, and
uh,
I meet a lot of clients because of Instagram.
so that helped your business then in a
It
sense.
also did.
Okay.
I had to go with the times.
You have to. Everybody has to, no?
Yes.
FDCP. So, where do you see it going? Kasi you've been the president of FDCP for 3 terms.
uh, I was president for 2 consecutive terms, and then
Mm.
I was
Real.
re-elected again
Okay.
this time.
Okay. So, uh, what are your plans for the group, for the council
Mhm.
as president?
Well, next year would be the FDCP's 40th
Mm.
anniv-
Congratulations.
anniversary.
uh,
So we're planning something big, but
mm.
it's still under wraps.
Okay. Something big. So, mga anong month yun na lang?
That would be around May 2025,
Okay.
because that was the month FDCP was born. Yeah.
Established. Okay. So, something big, huh? All right. How many members do you have now?
We have around 30 active members,
Okay. When it
both
started?
from accessories and apparel.
Oo nga, may accessories pa nga pala.
Mm.
So, how has the membership changed over the years?
Um, well, now we have a lot of accessory designers
Mm-hmm.
in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Accessories has become
I
strong, if you
know.
noticed,
Yes.
because of all the pop-ups,
Oo.
and I think people have also learned how to change look with
Yeah. Just
accessories.
using
Yeah.
accessories. Oo nga. Okay. What about you? How has the decades influenced your own growth as a designer?
Oh,
And even your sense of, like, your aesthetic, has it changed, do you think?
um, I know. Let me analyze. Well, when I started, I was doing a lot of very tailored
Yes,
clothes
I remember.
because after Cesar Gaupo, I was designing for Curie.
Mm,
I was Curie's last designer,
mm-mm.
and as you know, Curie was known for its tailored clothes. And I was just working behind the label,
Mm-mm.
and um, at that time, I felt I was going nowhere. Well,
Para you're just
the,
producing, ano.
yeah, yeah, because I was unknown designing for a brand,
Oo nga, oo nga.
and and then suddenly grunge became a big thing,
Okay,
and
grunge.
so I felt I didn't have
What?
I didn't have any space anymore
For
for
creative, what?
for fashion design because that was not my aesthetic.
Oo, okay.
So
90s to ah.
yeah, so if you'll indulge me with
Oo.
this story,
Yeah.
I a friend of mine gave me companion passes to the States. He was working with United,
Okay.
and I was thinking of quitting fashion. I was thinking of
Talaga?
quitting fashion, and so I made the trip and, you know, just visited all my friends in the US,
Mm-hmm.
um, looking for alternative
Career paths.
career career moves. And well, it was when I went to New York, and my friend Kasha from New York told me,
Mm-hmm.
you know what you should do? Go back to the Philippines and set up your own shop.
Who was this friend?
Kasha.
Kasha. Okay.
um, he was also a designer here in the
Mm.
Philippines, but
Mm-hmm.
when she moved to America, she changed her name to Kasha.
Kash. Tapos doon na siya nag-base,
Yeah,
nag-settle.
and then so when I came back, with just one sewing machine, in a year, I was already making clothes for then President Gloria Arroyo,
Oh,
and that was when you
interviewed
interviewed
you.
me. That was my very first broadsheet interview,
Oh, I remember. Buti
and
pumayag ka.
and it it really wasn't an overnight thing.
Mm.
It was really maybe all those years of working
Brands.
for brands that prepared me
Mm.
for
Setting your own
setting
business.
my own business. So, I really believe that in his time
Oo nga.
it will come.
Oh, pero those big and those years na you were starting out, it seemed to me that it was very easy for you. It was very smooth. You immediately got like a client base na hindi lang kung sino-sino, di ba? Di ba?
Yeah, at that time I started doing clothes for
Yeah.
celebrities,
Yeah.
and they were paying
Oo
celebrities.
nga eh.
Hmm.
Si ano, di ba? Chris Aquino was a big client of yours also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. So, has it changed now? Like, with all the designers now that's available, di ba,
Hmm.
anywhere, even on social media, for veterans like you, parang, is it a constantly changing thing to have clients that are no longer of that world? I mean,
Uh, it has changed because now we have stylists working
mm,
with celebrities, and
mm,
but I still have
you're loyal.
my loyal celebrity friends who come
Uh-huh.
to me for
Oo.
special occasions. And
Pero what kind of clothes are now being um, commissioned or
you know, in since 2018, when we had our first Ternocon,
uh,
um, uh, there's really been a lot of Filipiniana themed events. And, you know, from tailored suits, I now make a lot of ternos,
modern?
which I think is also very, in a way, very tailored. It's
Yeah, I think that's your, that's your style. Meron kang certain look na parang, when you look at the piece, parang medyo, alam mo, it's JC Buendia. Even with your dresses, I notice very clean lines and very sleek and simple lang, pero parang sort of timeless. You can wear it through so many. Parang
thank you.
ganon, I'm not sure, but that's my observation. Do you think the FDCP was instrumental in, bringing that um, desire in customers to wear modern Filipiniana?
Um, yeah, yes, because the FTCP has been promoting local weaves and Filipino design ever since. But I think um, it was really after Turnocon that there was a very successful um, revival of the Philippine dress.
Oo, kasi gaganda eh. Parang you made it look wearable for every day.
The challenge then was I was presenting with Carrie Santiago for Visayas and Len Kabili for Mindanao. I know Carrie would be coming up with beautiful
Pieces.
terno gowns and and Len Kabili would be doing a lot of embroideries and you know she works a lot of she works a lot with
Weavers.
communities and so me I was representing Luzon, so I made use of piña and from Lumban and Batangas and then Inabel from the north. So I was really challenged by how how I would present a collection along with these two great names. So I looked back into the history of the Terno, and back then I saw old photos of my great grandparents, and
Oh.
back then Terno were they're separates. So I decided on making separates for Ternocon, and
Ikaw yata yung una, no?
I I
I
think
think
so.
so, yung skirt and top.
Yeah, because after that there has been a lot of
Yeah.
Terno tops available.
Interpretations na.
Yeah. So I'm glad I was able to rise up to the challenge,
Oo
and
nga.
it was
You should be credited for that, I
it
think.
it was a really fun collection, and I collaborated with Zara Juan for the bags
Accessories.
and the shoes.
Okay, that was back in 2018.
2018, yes.
Okay, and since then, you've been
Since then,
coming up with new
yeah,
looks for modern Filipiniana, no? Ano ba yung ano sa'yo ngayon? Two-piece pa rin.
um,
I think you
well,
have mga
well,
shift dresses, di ba?
when clients come to me, I try to present them designs that can be used in different ways and for different occasions. I try to make it, you know,
Multifunctional.
multifunctional.
You can dress up and dress down and then very good. Kaya marami kang clients eh. Kasi syempre, you don't want to wear like a dress once only in your life, di ba? Anyway, so, ang dami mong kwento pala hindi ko alam, JC. And, so before we end the show, would you like to tell our viewers about any upcoming projects you may have, or maybe you want to invite them to watch Limang
Oh, I'd like
Daan?
to invite all your viewers to come and watch
Mm.
Limang Daan. It's a
Ballet.
world premiere,
Oh, okay.
Filipino production. The libretto is by Moira Lang,
Mm-hmm.
um, and music is by Erwin Romulo.
Yes.
So,
Parang ang ano ng team ninyo eh.
mm,
Very fresh.
mm,
'Di ba? It's not the usual names that you will see.
mm.
So, I think everyone will look forward to watching this ballet. I, for one, I'm looking forward to watching this ballet. So, thank you very much for joining us
Thank you,
this
Dean.
afternoon. I really enjoy talking with you. And we hope to have you back sometime again.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe for
For
FDCP's
FDCP naman,
anniversary.
yes. Maybe we can have some of your members with you also,
Yes.
no? Okay, we'll arrange that. So thank you everyone for watching Pairfect. Once again, this is Dinah Ventura, and this has been Pairfect.